Okay, so we are at Maureen's Kitchen in Smithtown. If anyone knows about Maureen's Kitchen, it's it's usually rated one of the #1 breakfast places on Long Island. Now, I wanted to go inside the car and do this video, but James has literally forced me to sit in these chairs and do the video right here. And like I always say, I'm not about the spotlight. I didn't want to do the video here because I didn't want all these people staring at me. And hopefully I can get through this video and say what I want to say, because I have a feeling everyone's staring at me and I'm going to get all weirded out. Anyway, but I really am a private person. So I'm going to attempt it and again, get past my fears here. So today's Friday. I hit up James this morning. I said, you know what? I'm not working today. What are you doing? And he said, you know what? I'm not working either. So let's hang out. So we came to breakfast. And if you ever eaten here, anyone's local, you know that once you eat breakfast here, you're not eating till dinner. But it's really, really good food. I highly recommend it. But I really wanted to talk about excitement and nervousness. So in this new trip that I'm going down, this new journey of building up my brand, doing the PR, doing the interview on TV that you guys saw, I was very nervous. If anybody watched this video, very, very nervous. Now what happens is when people join the training, the program, etc., when they join, I always get emails. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. And what happens is, and anybody, you know, that has going through this process, I'm sure can understand, is that once you cross that hump of joining or starting whatever journey you're doing, but let's just say you're doing this business, once you join, that nervousness of going down it or being scared or whatever, because most of you, I'm sure, are feeling that, just like I'm getting nervous about the journey I'm going down. Once you cross over that hump and you start to go down the journey, it turns into excitement. And when we met with Donna the other day at the mall, and we did the video the other day before we went in, we also met with this guy Lou, who works with Donna, and Lou said something. What did he say? Nervous?
Nervous. The same feeling that you have when you're nervous is the same feeling that you have being excited. There's a very little difference between the two, but if you could draw from that, he's like, your nervousness is also a feeling of excitement. And that was pretty insightful when he said that.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, it definitely is true. So again, when I first started this journey, I did the interview. I was all nervous. I'm still have nervousness in me going forward, thinking about this whole journey. But now that it's starting, I wake up more excited every day. Sorry, getting a call. So I'm more excited now.
Yeah.
So it's the same feeling when people join the training and they're like, oh wow, you know, now I'm excited. You know, I was nervous getting into it. Now I'm ready to go. Now it turns into excitement. So I want people to understand that you just need to get over the hump, whatever your fears are, get past them. Because if you do not do anything, then nothing's going to happen. So you have to face your fears. You have to get over it. So while we're eating breakfast, I asked James, I said, when you started your last business, how were you? Were you excited, nervous, etc.? So I'll let him answer that one.
Yeah, when Phil first asked me that, I said, you know, that's interesting because I was very nervous. I was more nervous than excited, only because I didn't know what I was getting into. The thought of doing the business was exciting to me, but when I first went ahead and started, I was super nervous. I got involved, and unlike Phil's program, I didn't have all these tools necessary to start the business. So a lot of my nerves got in front of my excitement, and I didn't really feel excited until I was actually involved in the business. Whereas second go around here working in this program, I kind of had more excitement than nerves because I already had been through a previous experience, so I could draw from that. And this time around, my excitement superseded my nerves. I was still nervous because this was a business I've never done. Again, I never did Facebook ads. I've never been in this business owning space. So for me, I was very nervous because of that. I was a big suck past the time. But at the same time, I was able to see past that. And that's also one of the things that I encourage people. I know Phil talks about it all the time, sticking with it. Getting past those nerves, getting past it so you can feel that excitement and move forward with things. Because at first, you're going to be nervous. And that's with anything. I mean, if you have ever done anything, I remember when I first started playing golf back in the day, I was so nervous to hit the ball on the driving range, even at the first tee. And now, you know, I'm not good at it, but I still go out there. I'm still nervous, but I get excited when I'm playing. So it's the same thing in any new experience and anything like this. You're going to be nervous at first. Stick with it to get that excitement and then flourish from it. And I think that's what we talk about a lot. And I know now Phil's going through this journey, very different, very new. I'm proud of him for doing this video outside because he was not having it. So I pushed him into it and he was excited, but he got past his nerves and he's excited to share this with you. So that's pretty good stuff.
So when you first started your business, how long did it take you in that business to get excited?
That business, it took me a while because I was just overwhelmed with nerves because it was just like, you know, I had overhead. I had, you know, my rent was $2,500 a month. I had employees. I had to set things up. I wasn't making any money for at least the first month before I got excited. So it took a long time before I could let any excitement set in. It probably took at least first couple of months before I actually had any real excitement. I had moments that I was excited because when you first have that first customer, you get excited because you're like, this is a new experience. So I had moments of excitement, but I wasn't truly excited about the business until I got everything going. But for me, that took probably 3 months.
Right.
Before it was really exciting.
All right. So I'm sure there's more I wanted to say, but I completely forgot because I'm sitting there staring at everyone, distracted. But I guess we can leave it. Oh, check out this car.
Oh, that's wild.
Alrighty. There's never parking in this place. Never. You can see this Jeep has been driving around like 3 times right there because it's never parking here. You have to get here by 9:30 a.m. or it's a wait. It's insane. Every day, it doesn't matter. Even if it's Friday, it's Monday, it's the same thing. This place is really good. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. For those of you that don't know, actually, James had a franchise. It took him almost a year to make your money back.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he said 70 grand to get going. I mean, $70,000 to start a business out, a year to start making any money back. And what happened was, this business, people are making their money back in a week, you know, and your profit and your revenue can exceed a franchise, most franchises. Because I gotta tell you, franchises, you don't really make a lot of money unless you own 10 of them.
Yeah, right.
Right? You're basically buying yourself a job. So nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying, if that's for you, then franchise is for you. But that's the way I compare this business and working for yourself, obviously. You always want to, I always believe in just working for yourself. It's easier to scale, easier to make more money when you work for yourself. So I guess we'll leave it at that. Just a couple of future things to look out for. I am going to come out with a quote-unquote accelerator program, help people get going quicker. I'm going to come out with more of a lead gen training and trying to come out with as many things as possible. And now that I've been doing this for a little while, I'm starting to see the demand and what people are looking for. So so now that I understand more, obviously I want to provide that stuff to everybody so they can make more money, right? That's all I'm trying to do. I want to give you guys the tools to make more money. But for the people who are scared or nervous or whatever your reasons are, you just got to get past it. That's all we can ever do. You know, it's just like going to that first job interview, right? We're all nervous. You remember that? I remember mine. Did an internship for Olston Health Services. Remember that?
Oh, wow.
And
back in the day.
yeah, that was I guess early 2000s. And I was very nervous. But now, listen, I'll walk into any interview, right? I'll walk into any executive's office and sell them whatever I can. But now, this journey today, this is all new for me. Building up my PR. Again, I'm not a flashy, don't like the spotlight, don't like people looking at me. When we drive, even though I have a nice car and we drive around, I don't want people looking at me. Someone nodded to us the other day. He's like, that guy's nodding. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I just don't care. But anyway, so we'll leave it at that. And I am going to try to make that other video in the next day or so on the accelerator program, and so I can help you guys make more money quicker. I'm just finalizing a couple of things, and that's it. Anything else?
That's all
you
good.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday, like I said before. We are going to do nothing, as much as nothing as possible, and enjoy the day. And that's what you guys should be doing. Living the lifestyle that you want to lead. Build a business around that, so you can just hang out and do whatever you want. All right. So we will talk to you later.